Revenant is one of the strongest creatures, and I do recommend that you get better at it. Because of his low pick rate, Apex Legends and Respawn is going to continuously giving this mania a buff. Whether you like it or not, you're going to be seeing a lot of Revenant buffs in the future. Revenant has the second lowest pick rate. Where the hell is Pathfinder in the back? Okay, never mind that there. But in today's video, I'm going to give you 10 of the easiest tips. I did make 5 tips for Revenant, and that got a humongous success. So hopefully the 10 tips do even better than the 5 tips. You know what to do. Smash the like, subscribe button, as well as post notifications on, as well as go to Twitch and look me up at gaming like for me. I actually was trying to put gaming instead of the word A in gaming and number 4, but a lot of problems happened. We have to wait like about 2 months if I can change the name again. So yeah, just go check me out on Twitch. That'll be humongously helpful. And subscribing and leaving a like to this video will help me even more. So let's begin. Tip number 1, you cannot heal by using the totem. I know I never mentioned this in my 5 tips, but that's because I was trying to give the 5 the best tips. If you didn't actually know this and you just started Apex and you see that Revenant is one of the strongest characters in the game, you cannot heal by using the totem, even for shields. And when you are in the totem, you don't even need shields. I do think that ability needs to get buffed. The fact of the matter is that he does need to be able to use his shields, be able to heal with shields, because it's not going to give him more HP. That's just weird. Second thing that we have is know where to hide your totem. If you don't hide your totem in the right place, you can make it extremely weak. The totem would be almost a useless thing. You're not putting a hiding spot. If you put it right out in the open, someone can easily destroy it from a distance. And if you put it out like way too far away, you cannot make it to the opponent within 30 seconds. They did remove the range, but you're trying to tell me you goddamn fast that you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it possibly 50 meters away in 30 seconds, and like 100 meters away in about 30 seconds. So that is why you need to know where to keep totem. It's one of the best choices in the game. Before, you used to have to know 100% where to keep your totem, because it will help you a little more, and because of range, and because you come back 1 HP. Not really the most helpful thing right now. But just hiding in a place that is not much easier can easily be beaten. Third thing that we have is defending the totem as Watson and Caustic. We don't actually know this. You can very easily defend the totem as Watson and Caustic. Also, when you see an enemy totem, you can also defend it as Watson and Caustic. Make sure to place down caustic traps around the totem. Like if there's a lot of blocks and a lot of crates and things nearby, like how they have in sorting factories, putting caustic traps near it will mean enemies might use your totem, but they can still get hit with a few caustic traps. The third thing that I have is the fourth thing. When using his finisher, you actually become a completely hard target. If you actually didn't know this, you're one of the hardest targets to hit in the game if you actually use his finisher. I don't recommend thirsting everybody you see. When it comes up to thirsting people, Revenant is one of the best people to use to thirst someone, because he becomes almost one of the hardest targets to hit. The next step that I have for you guys is that the fact of the matter that you can use his tactical while reloading. This isn't like a special tactical like Gibraltar's Dome or Raids into the Void where you cannot do anything. You can actually still do something. You are able to reload. So if you need to reload and you're trying to do a pinch of damage, just releasing that there out can kill someone. Okay, I never mentioned this as a part of my tips, but I do want to tell you guys that even if you miss your opponent, try to make sure that they end up running towards it, because that 10 damage could be what could help you to end up winning. The next thing that I have is jump towers are your Jump towers is one of the best things when it comes up to Revenant, because they remove the range. Jump towers are insane. And like I mentioned, Wraith, Pathfinder, and Octane, because their abilities are allowing you to push enemies, it can be one of the most broken abilities in the game. So that is why you need to use jump towers. And if you do have a Wraith and Pathfinder in your team, using their portal shred to using a totem can be the most insane thing. The next thing that we have is to be quick when using his totem. Just like how I said earlier, you do have 30 seconds on the totem, meaning that's not a lot of time. You need to get in and get out immediately, so you're able to kill your opponent really fast. I recommend not to take too much time sniping or just sitting at a distance, because I mean you're not going to lose much damage and you're going to stay in the totem for a little bit longer than you expected. The next thing that we have is tip number 9. You can hide in certain areas much easily. What do you mean you can hide in certain areas much easily? His passive ability allows you to crouch walk the same speed as a regular walking, and a part of his passive ability is that you climb twice as high. This is one of the most broken abilities, especially on places like Kings Canyon, where half of the area is kind of like broken. Kind of like broken, what do you mean? I mean, kind of like broken where you can stand on out of bounds. What would have been out of bounds if it was on World's Edge, but not out of bounds in Kings Canyon. There's a lot of different things that can be really, really helpful. So if people shoot at you, just try and climb, crouch, hide behind that rock or something on top of a building. It could be what could help you to win. Okay, the next thing that we have is the final tip, and that is using it to still keep the high ground. Using it to still keep the high ground, that does not make any sense. What I mean is placing the totem in the high ground and your team can push. Basically what that means is that your enemy will either have to do two things. Either would have to push you, or the second thing would have to be that they would have to go to the high ground and destroy the totem. It can make you a very easy, and if I'm able to almost kill someone, you still have the high ground on them. So you might be able to make the kills if you have a good long range weapon. Okay, that's it. Go check out my 5 tips video, and I never mentioned any of the 5 tips again in this video right here, because I want you guys to go check that out. Leave a like, subscribe, and post notifications on so you know every time when I'm going to post an Apex video. Comment down below what's your favorite game, whether it's Apex, Fortnite, Call of Duty, Warzone, or even a completely different game like Overwatch. Comment down below if I should be playing those games there in the future, and I will try my best to play those games there in the future. Thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe.